Preparing for your taxes is stressful. It's the single largest expense of your lifetime.
While this might seem like the easiest step, it's really important to gather all those important documents, your personal information, and make sure you have it all ready to go. So let's dive in. Today on set, we have our tax experts. Thank you both for being here, and I'm very excited because we have lots of questions that you can help us answer.
Personal information that's going to be needed on your tax return is your full legal name, your social security, your birthday, your address, your filing status, single, head of household, married, filing jointly, married, filing separately.
You need the name and social security number and dates of birth for any of your dependents, particularly if they're dependent children.
And we have real questions from Devlin and Amy.
Hi guys, I'm Amy. I'm 34.
Hello, my name is Devlin Wilder. I'm over 25 years old.
I'm a professional dancer, actor, and choreographer.
I am a podcast host and producer.
Best investment I ever made was buying my car.
My best investment would probably be anytime I've ever paid for Weird Al tickets.
The last splurge item I bought for myself was this fluffy dress.
Last splurge item was actually a steak dinner for myself on Valentine's Day. I rocked it solo.
First of all, love that you enjoy good steak. I'm right there with you. And our first question is from Devlin.
I'm a marketer and part-time student. What paperwork do I need to prepare my tax return?
The most common tax forms you're going to need to bring to your tax professional are W-2s and 1099s. So W-2 is if you are an employee of a company, they issue you a W-2. You might have more than one if you work for more than one company. 1099 would be any work that you did for somebody where you're considered self-employed, an independent contractor, and you made $600 or more.
So my top tips for Devlin are to, first of all, run your business like a business and not a hobby. He needs every single receipt that he has for everything that he does in business. It sounds to me like he's technically a freelancer, independent contractor, so he has his own home-based business. And the only thing you need for a home-based business is your name and your social security number.
Yes.
Melissa, what would you say?
Exactly right. And then I would basically, he said that he's a part-time student, so I'd see if he has a 1098E, a 1098T, that has to do with mortgage interest, or if he had tuition payments, that could be a credit depending on how much money he makes.
Make sure that you are working in your business 3 to 4 days a week, 45 minutes a session, and you have the intent to make a profit. That's what makes it a qualified business for IRS purposes. Any form that you get in the mail, you want to make sure you have it.
You might have interest. Maybe you have a bond or you have a high interest savings account.
You want to have your tuition statement. You want to have your 1099-R. There are many different forms that you might get depending on which kind of income or which kind of activity you've been involved in, and you want to keep them all.
You're basically going to have to go to the employer and try to track it down, because if I was to do your return without all of your important tax documents like W-2s and 1099s, we're going to have to amend your return.
That's why it's important for you to know what form you are supposed to get in terms of a 1099 or a W-2 if you earned any income.
If you feel like you lost something, then the IRS actually does have a record, because those 1099s, like someone actually filed that to report that they paid you. And so the IRS also has record of that, and you can reach out and get your tax transcript.
All right, our next question is from Amy. Let's listen in now.
How do I organize myself throughout the year?
It is very important to stay organized, and this is how I do it. For car stuff, I have a mileage log. And then for my receipts, I personally, anything that's emailed to me, I have a file in my email that says receipts. And I just put everything in there so it's easy breezy. I know nothing else is in there, and I just go through it and I tabulate it. I definitely suggest doing it monthly. Monthly is the best way to go about it. You can put it into an Excel spreadsheet.
The top 3 things that I actually do to make sure I'm on top of it when tax season rolls around is, 1, I involve my accountant from the beginning. And so I ask her, what can we do to ensure that we're successful throughout the year financially? What do you need from me? The second thing is doing what she needs from me. A lot of times we set systems up, but we're not consistent with them or we don't do them. I use an accounting software that I'm dialed into and my accountant is dialed into, so she can kind of have a look throughout the year to say, hey, I would like you to be clearer on this item, or we could do this better, so that I'm not waiting until tax time to pull it all together.
It's so easy to document everything now because everything is electronic anyway. So track your expenses, document your business activity truthfully, get all of your forms, put them in one place, report all of your income, and pay as least taxes as possible if you can.
It's really important to stay organized, document everything throughout the year, so come tax season, you're that much more prepared and on top of things. Stay tuned and learn more about tax credits and deductions.